Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Prem back with another video, and we're just gonna do a little quick recap of the 2021 movie reviews that movies that I've seen so far. Um, yeah, I gotta say this was a good year for movies. As far as movies go, as far as the movie theaters, it wasn't such a good year. You had the COVID, you had studios and different platforms releasing movies on their platforms. It was a restructure negotiation between studios and movies and platform where it would be a year to 4 months. Now it's 3 months or 90 days, and these movies are right on their personal platform like Disney, um, Paramount, Netflix made their own movies. So the whole landscape of watching movies in the movie theater is changing. Yes, there are theaters where you can go watch movies and stuff like that. However, things are changing, and it's changing for the good. So I really don't have no issues with it. Um, it's cool with me either way. I will go to the movie theater to see certain movies and support it like that and watch it on the big screen. But sometimes, I got comfortable watching it home due to the pandemic and just ordering the movie and just able to watch in the comfort of my own home, pausing it, getting up, use the bathroom, get something to eat, or just pause and come back an hour later, or whatever the case may be. So we're getting used to it, like these younger generation who watch movies on the iPhone and the iPad, which it would be hard for me to do. But hey, things are changing. Hopefully, movie theaters can do something to get moviegoers like myself back in the movie theater. Maybe prices, maybe some type of gimmick to get us in there. But for right now, I just want to stick to the movies that I've seen. This list will have a combination of movies that I've seen in theaters and movies that I've seen on streaming platforms. So with that being said, if you are watching, of course, I would love to hear your comment on movies that you've seen or certain movies that I'm talking about in this live stream that you can give your view on, and we'll get right into it. But before we do that, I just want to talk about this channel or my channel, what I'm trying to do for next year. This year was good. Really consistent, doing a live stream every Sunday. Unfortunately, I couldn't upload movies through the week due to my computer. I'm not sure what's going on with it. I tried to figure out several times. Made different channels to upload it different ways, and it's not working out. I'm not sure what's going on. But next year, I'll have that resolved, and I'll be doing stuff through the week. I'm also looking for people who enjoy talking about movies, into movies like myself, consider themselves movie buff, movie collectors, to jump on the panel. This is a really laid back, easy live stream where we just discuss certain topics. We enjoy vibing off each other, and that's it. Don't want to get too political on this channel unless it's dealing with a movie. It doesn't matter who you are, as long as you can come on the platform and share your feelings on certain things dealing with movie and the movie industries and series, so forth and so on, even to memorabilia, collections, all that stuff. So if this is something that you can get down with and you appreciate, like myself, hey, just DM me. I'm always putting stuff on my Instagram. That is Primster, Primster 0011. That's my Instagram. And my Twitter has the same handle, Primster, Primster 0011. Um, and on Facebook, I have a movie group. It's called Connecticut Movie Buff, CT Movie Buff, which you can join. And yeah, let's just get into it. Let's talk on stuff that we love, that is movies and entertainment, and have a good time. So what we got here? So I got three categories that I made. Um, Something I usually do. The first one is great movie and must see. That's a given. Let you know that just co-signing is very good. Recommended it to you guys. Second one is a good movie. Good movie worth checking out. Another one that's is under great. It's not horrible, but it's good. And the last one, as you know, trash movie. Don't waste your time. Um, Again, with this one right here, what I might consider trash, you might thought it was decent, but I like to put that out there. Again, this is my opinion on these movies that I'll be going through on this list. This list is quite long and lengthy, but at the same time, I'll be breezing through them, real quick, getting it done in an orderly fashion, but at the same time, really critiquing what I like or dislike in those movies. So, with that being said, let's get right into it. This movie right here, Shadow in the Clouds. This is from my horror buddy fans who enjoy horror movies. This one right here, I got to say, it had a budget, had a premise. It was a script that was all over the place. I think if they would have tightened up the script, it could have been a better movie. So, with that being said, I'm gonna leave it as a good movie worth checking out. Moving on, we'll get into the next one. Outside the Wire, Anthony Mackie. This one was a surprise. This was good. I knew it was going to be good, but it was better than what I expected, especially something that's made strictly for Netflix. Netflix has this thing where they have a certain look, like a lot of studios. Like when you see a Hallmark movie, it's a Hallmark movie by the way it's shot and the soundtrack and some of the actors and the theme or the storyline. Same thing goes for Netflix movies where you can tell where it looks and how it's made, the budget that this is a Netflix movie. But with this one, that wasn't the case. This one right here was really good. I definitely enjoyed it. This one was in the sci-fi genre. Definitely had some action in it. Good story. Um, it's a good story overall, and a good story or a good play up between the two main characters, their view on things and how they see things from their side. So with that one right there, like I said, it's a good movie. Check it out. It's on Netflix. So moving on to my horror buddies. Of course, I'm a horror man, so I have a lot of horror up there. Psycho Gore. This one right here, this was good. This was good. I definitely enjoyed it. If anything, it took me back to, how can I say this, like Grindhouse type style movie where if you into stuff like that, you would definitely enjoy it. Planet of Terror, movies like that. Great movie. Gonna recommend it. Don't give too much away, but even though it was Grindhouse, it had a feel like it was shot in the 80s deliberately. So if you get a chance, check it out. And yeah, keep continuing with this list. Now the next one I have is The Reckoning. I gotta say, my man did a good job with this. I think his name is Neil Marshall. He's the one who did what did he do? He did the last Hellboy, which I didn't see. I got mixed reviews on. But he did do Dog Soldier. So if you haven't seen Dog Soldier, I highly recommend that one. This one was set as a period piece dealing with witches, um, how to go about witches, how the relationship between man and woman back then, how, if the man feel kind of slighted, he can say what he want and get the woman, damn near killed or torture. So wasn't a good time for ladies back then. But it was good. I say it was like it wasn't a slow burn horror movie, but it took time to get to the certain pieces where you get your gore and blood and your action or whatever the case may be. So with this one right here, I would say a good movie worth checking out. The next one is Willy Wonderland. Of course, I'm a big Nicolas Cage fan, so can't go wrong with him. Feel like he's taking over Steven Seagal spot, just not as messy as Steven Seagal. And even though these are like lower budget movies, he's still producing stuff and he's bringing his A game because he's a good actor. Um, but this one right here, it was fun. Definitely enjoyed it. I like the animatronics and practical effects. Um, I like the fact that he's not scared to take on different roles, different scripts. He's all over the place. He reminds me of Samuel Jackson. Like he just takes what he wants and there's no fucks given. But if you like campy practical effects, unique movies, then this one is right for you. So check that out. The next one I got is Boss Level, and we're gonna have to change that good movie to great movie. So Boss Level, it's hard to describe. It's like Groundhog Day. I don't want to give away too much. I don't like giving away too much of the movie, but it's like Groundhog Day. Definitely entertaining. It's worth checking out. High octane action in it. The story, it's nothing unique, but it works for the film. And they get it done. They get it done in that movie. So the next one I have here is Coming to America. Now, Coming to America is a good movie worth checking out, but let me get into this. Come to America is a movie that shouldn't been conscious of what it was trying to do. I think it catered too much to what's going on, like don't offend this person or this group or this organization. Whereas the original movie, it wasn't like that, where it was just all over the place. It was funny, and people weren't as sensitive as today. And them trying to update this movie to cater to that, ruined this movie. Well, not ruin it, but kind of like didn't let it breathe, didn't let it get loose, nothing like that. It had potential. It's definitely a good movie worth watching just from nostalgia, looking at certain characters that they brought back. Of course, a lot of actors brought the A game. Some characters, but they need to be in the movie. But overall, I like the set designs. They had a decent budget, and they did good. So, if you're an Eddie Murphy fan like myself, and you enjoy the first Come to America, then you can watch this on a Saturday morning, or Sunday morning. Check it out. So the next one I got here, and this one is yeah, we keep it as a good movie. This is Godzilla versus King Kong. When it comes to monster movies, something like that that's so basic, you can do a lot of things with it. You got the special effects, that stuff, the technology to take it where you want. course, to have a big budget. The first two Godzilla movies were good. The first one was kind of slow, a little bit too dramatic for me. The second one, kicked it up the notch. There was more action, suspense, and a little cheesy storyline, which doesn't bother me. But this one right here, um, it had this undertone, and the undertone is still people controlling the monster, wanting the monster to do something for them. In this case, King Kong. Um, Kind of tired of that situation. That character always had that underlying over him from Beauty Soothe the Savage Beast, which I never really cared for that part because it was like a little not microaggressive, passive aggressive towards black people. If you know what I'm going with that, I don't want to get too deep, but this one still had an overtone to it, and if it was a natural situation where they came to meet up and fight each other, then so be it. But to get like career into that way, yeah, that's one part that kind of took me out the movie. But overall, it's a good movie. It's worth checking out. For my nostalgia friends that are old enough to remember the old ones, and even new people who haven't seen any of the old ones, you'll definitely enjoy it. All right, the seventh day. And this one right here had a lot of potential. Great actors, great special effects, something original. Well, not too original, but something unique, and they dropped the ball. Sometimes, these new movie directors and writers get too involved with being with their what I'm looking for, their views and stance on certain things, and don't understand the genre that they work. If you're doing a western, or if you're doing a horror, if you're doing a sci-fi, understand that that's what people want to see. And to get so long-winded with a lot of dialogue and think that you're doing something edgy and it's really not, we know what it is. We just want to see how you go about it, how you execute it, and you fail. You fail because you went another way and try to be wherever it was. Just the script, it was bad. So that's just trash. Again, you can hold off on that. This one, good. But we're going to talk about this. We're going to have an honest discussion, guys. The only way you can get Mortal Kombat from being good to great and saving this franchise is a couple of things, and I'll share it with you. Number one, you got to have a director that's good with horror movies, like making horror movies. You got to have a fight choreographer who's really good at fight scenes. These two have to get together to make Mortal Kombat. The director that they're picking, I don't know if they understand the material or not, but if the game is gory, you just can't do what is it called again? Fanfare. You just cater to the fan, like, okay, this certain kick or strike we'll put in the movies and then they're gonna love it. No, that's not gonna sell this movie. What's gonna sell this movie and propel it to a better level is straight gore and action, all through the movie. And if y'all guys can't do that, then it's always gonna stay where it's at now, and that's just a good movie. Rapid Man. I went into this movie like, it's not gonna be good. It's gonna be, whatever. But it was good. It was better than what I expected. Guy Ritchie, the director, I'm used to him doing big budget stuff, and I'm used to him having a clever script, and him bringing it to life with the way he shoots stuff and makes stuff. So with that being said, this is Not his worst movie, but not his best movie. But I don't think he was shooting for that. I guess I'm used to him doing big blockbuster movies that just was different for me. Different for me, but I definitely enjoyed it. Um, Without remorse. You know, Michael B. Jordan is really doing things out here. I like what he's doing. The fact that he's mindful that he don't want to be pigeonholed as the guy that holds the gun and this and that. So he tries to venture out and do different movies, produce stuff himself, and he spaced himself. He's not doing the Rock and Kevin Hart syndrome. We just looking right, you tired of seeing because they always doing shit. It's always the same thing. Um, this one was good. He definitely shows that he can carry a movie by himself, especially an action movie like this, Tom Clancy stuff. If he reprised the role and make another one for Amazon, I'm here for it. Um, yeah, so not too much to say about that. I enjoyed it. Those Who Wish Me Dead. Angelina Jolie, great actress. Enjoy what she do. When it comes to action movie, drama movies, she can sell it. Even though she's 100 pounds soaking wet. I think in this one right here, they had her do certain things that was a little bit like, oh, y'all capping, like y'all doing the most. And it didn't take me out the movie, but it was noticeable, kind of laughable in certain things. But overall, it's a good movie. It's worth checking out. That's it. Oh, Army of the Dead. This one right here has mixed reviews amongst critics and fans of Zack Snyder. Myself is a big Zack Snyder fan. Um, Army of the Dead is just like something that Warner Brother would have made. And what I mean by that is Army of Thieves should have came off first. After Army of Thieves, Army of the Dead should have came out in that particular order. But what harmed Army of the Dead is the daughter of Batista. She just, I couldn't stand her. The way they wrote her was like really bad. It was horrible. So if you can hack your way through it and watch it, you will enjoy Army of the Dead for what it is. But the daughter is the worst. Moving on, The Woman in the Window. This one was good. This was better than what I expected. And it put me in the mind of something like Alfred Hitchcock would make. Definitely enjoyed it. Highly recommend it. Matter of fact, let's switch that up. I'm going to say it's a great movie. It's a great movie. If you get a chance, check it out. I think it's on Netflix. But a girl here, Lois Lane, as we know her by, did a good job. Did a good job. So check it out when you get a chance. I think it might be a remake too. A Quiet Place 2. You know what? I gotta say, it was a good movie. It was a good movie. Solid, uh, a solid one to the franchise. I'm looking to see what direction they're going to take it in part three, because it will be a part three. I think the director who made part two is not coming back. I'm not sure whether that's the husband that was in part one because he made the first one. I'm not sure, but if they can expand on it and keep doing what they're doing, hey, even follow a different family. It don't have to be the same family. Just somebody in that situation that you know part of that universe will be good for me. The Conjuring. Let's make it real quick. Trash. Moving on. Corella. Let's make it real quick. Great movie, must see. Yep, great movie. Better than what I expected. Definitely enjoyed it. Highly recommend it. Might want to check it out myself again. Home with my lady and my daughter. Um, Me and my lady was talking about The Devil Wear Prada. It's one of my top 10. I won't call it a round comedy or whatever the case may be, but it fits in there. And Meryl Streep character was good, but the mother in Cruella is also hands down as one of the best female villains slash doing it with style that I've ever seen. She was very on her game. So if you haven't seen Cruella, I'm highly recommending it. It's a really good movie. Actually, it's a great movie. Moving on, Great White. Mm, After considering it, thinking about it, trash. No sudden moves. Great movie. We got actors who are relying on their acting skills in this movie. No, you know what? Let's read this. Let's not get caught up in the hype. It's a good movie. But these guys rely on their acting skills, great script. It's a really tight movie. It's real tight. Something I can see if I come across it on Voodoo, I will put in my library if it's under like $7, and we watch it later on. Amazon, Ice Roll. I thought it was on Netflix, but I guess it was on Amazon original. Cool little movie is what you expect. Um, you know, so it's not really to it. It's definitely something to watch. They did a good job of making stuff not too silly. Escape Room, Tournaments of Champions. You know, the only thing I would say about this movie is it could have been a better way to get the two main characters from the first one in here. The way they came back is it's not it wasn't common sense, so I'll leave it like that. The Tomorrow War, you sir get great movie. I must see. Amazon, excuse me. Amazon is low key like, look, Disney, I see you. We can't compete with you. You got time and money. Netflix, you solidify like your concrete is settled, but you don't really take it there with your stuff. So we're gonna go the route or making our stuff a little bit more edgier, a little bit more darker. I might even call them the DC of the platform. They got the Invincible, they got the Boys, they got these type of movies coming out, and they're doing good. So great movie, co-sign it. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Speaking of Netflix, Fear Street, good. Um, Great stuff. Might want to check it out when you get a chance. It is on Netflix. It's the 3-part series. The three movies, small trilogy. Definitely enjoy it. Has some great kills in there too. Can't even hold you. So it has some great kills in there. Can we be honest, guys? Was like really needed a Black Widow movie from the giddy up, but this shit could have aired or debut on Disney Plus, and it is what it is. Yeah, leave LeBron James alone. You never say he was an actor, but he did okay. And this is geared towards the kids, so it is what it is. Of course, again, Fear Street Part 3. Check it out, Netflix. Oh, let's fix that. Trash. Don't even waste your time. This shit is trash. Good concept, good budget. Could have did some stuff with it, but I'm not sure what these horror directors are doing these days. Like y'all just trying to get all. Let's examine why the person this and that. No, I'm here for the blood and guts. Not time for that shit. We're here for the blood and guts. Suicide Squad, good, but what we need to do is just change that. Great movie. Nope, good movie. What we need to do is just like make it a Suicide Squad series like the Dirty Dozen. Only my old school heads will know about the Dirty Dozen. Look it up. Google it. You might want to watch it too. Dirty Dozen, but Suicide Squad was good. Yep, I threw you a curveball. Definitely enjoy this. Something that I watched with my lady. Million, she's doing good. I hope she keeps going on with her movie career. So far, so good. What I have seen of her. Keep it up. Netflix movie. Well, this was a pleasant surprise. Great movie. Free Guy. I think Ryan Reynolds honed and skilled his comedy, his satire, his sarcasm. He really know how to deliver it when it's needed. He knows how to be serious, and he knows how to act. He did it in this movie. He did it in Red Notice, and I noticed that. So if you do watch Free Guy, you're gonna be pleasantly surprised, and it's better than what I thought it was gonna be. So yeah, that too. Don't Breathe Part Two, great movie. I like stuff like this. Don't want to give too much away, but if you like the first one, you'll definitely enjoy the second one. Candyman. Let's keep that about. Good movie worth checking out. But I won't be like writing home about it. And what we got here? Mortal Kombat Legends. Battle of the Realms. This was good. If anything, I think the animation might save this series because they do better with the animation than the movies. No shade. This is what it is. Shang-Chi, Legend of the Ten Rings, better than what I expected. I knew it was going to be good, but I enjoyed it. So I'm looking forward to him intermingling with other superheroes in the future, um, going on mission, working, joining groups, and kicking some ass. Bad Candy trilogy, definitely enjoyed it. I'm gonna have to come back next year because next Sunday there's something I want to do. But next year and talk about just trilogies in general. Oh, look at that. Venom. Trash. Trash, trash, trash. Yeah, Eddie Brock looking like this shit. His house looked like an episode of Hoarders. That's how bad it was. This was like cringeworthy. Like they really just put that shit out there like that. So hopefully they can rectify that and get some writers who understand the script and just or the source material and just really do something that honors Venom. The reason why it made money because the first one was good. I thought those guys were gonna hone it down. Like, okay, this worked, this didn't work, but y'all did. Y'all went with a whole new crew, and they didn't know shit about Venom or the Marvel or the universe or anything. It was horrible. They didn't even resemble a superhero movie, or if you want to call it that. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, where that is. But let's talk about Halloween. Great movie. Why is it a great movie? Is because they did something that a lot of old school franchise from that genre or that era or that decade when it came out, don't do. They got the city involved or the town. They got the people involved. They got people that we totally forgot about involved. It was just a good movie. It just like really opened up the universe to um, Michael Myers, and I can't wait to the conclusion because I want him to catch Rat. I want him to catch Rat. If he's gonna go out, let him go out with a bang, and then if you're going to hand the serial to another director, they're gonna have to meet the standard of what this director did with these three movies. You know, simple as that. Meet the bar because what Rob Zombie did with the Michael Myers movies was trash. The Harder They Fall, great movie. A must see. Again, I just want to talk about the fact that when black people make different genre movie, it works. It shows that okay, besides the athlete, the person in in jail with parents struggling, Tyler Perry shit, no shade, but those type of movies to the the drug dealer. All right, that's cool. But Black Panther showed that we can do fantasy and sci-fi and superhero movies. This movie showed that we can do period piece and cowboys. Let's keep continuing this trend of jumping to different genres and showing that we can knock this shit out the park because that's what they did with The Harder They Fall. Great movie. Might rewatch it again. Put it in my top. I put this in my top five. And salute to you, JC, for producing and getting this movie out there. Last but not least, we have Red Notice. Again, let's really talk about this. Another Netflix movie where I guess Netflix is finally getting the memo, and that memo is leave people alone and let them direct the movie how they see fit, and just put it on your platform. But let's talk about who really shined in this movie. Ryan Reynolds really shined in this movie. Again, he really honed and really got down his timing, his zingers, his sarcasm. Like he really has it down. Like he's shooting at 80 to 90%. He's a Steph Curry when it comes to his zingers. He's really got it down pat. He honed his skills. Gal Gadot, solid. The Rock, just The Rock. And it's time for him to take acting class and just, change it up, brother. Change it up. But again, this is my top, well, not my top, this is my 2021 movie review of movies I've seen that I enjoyed this year. These movies I've seen on different platforms. And some movies I've seen in theaters. So if you want a recommendation, of course, they're there. And thank you for coming by and watching my live stream. I will be keeping these nice and sweet and short. Don't get too long-winded. There we go. Great movies. There's more probably, but I think this is suffice for now. I'll be looking forward to see you guys next week, so please tune in for my next live stream next Sunday. Again, is what would be at 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And let's chop it up. Peace.